Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our next bout of the evening, a professional boxing bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. This bout is brought to you by KV Windows, the official windows of Sparta. Introducing first out of the red corner, Joshua Challenger.
All right, some 147-pound boxing, running out opportunities for that knockout that you wanted, Todd.
Yes.
Got this fight and one more boxing fight.
But I will say this, which shows to the matchmaking of this. You know, sometimes you get that killer knockout that you want to see, but you also see great skill in even on the losing end, guys that took a lot of punishment and stayed in there.
Yeah, we are certainly looking at some skill in the building this evening.
Saw J-Train tonight get inducted to the Hall of Fame. He fights next Friday night. Big fight for him. Number 7 in Bellator in the featherweight division. So he's only 6 days away from fight time. I tried to rope him in to commentate with us tonight, and he's like, hey, I'm just kind of resting. I'm going to come tip my hat, and I'm going to sit down.
Probably cutting a little weight.
Ooh, and another good outfit. See, I'm an outfit guy.
Josh Challenger representing a Family Affair Boxing in the cage. Masai Rasheed representing, I think it's Grand Junction Boxing.
Yes.
I have GJB on my sheet, so if that's the
I
case,
will go with it. I'm going with that. That makes sense to me. Really, gotta get some A's for the outfits tonight, man. I'm an outfit guy.
on point.
Oh man, look at these. We got some sparkling studs.
All right, our tail of the tape shows us Mr. Challenger, the younger, at 26 years old versus Rasheed at 28. 5'11" for Challenger, 5'8" for Rasheed. Thanks, guys, for making weight. We appreciate the professionalism. And both fighters with 2 wins. Rasheed has an experience advantage because he has 2 losses on his record, but still that's experience. And Challenger has a southpaw versus Rasheed, who fights switch, so he can go either way. This is 4 3-minute rounds.
Again, brought to you by Sparta Coffee, and I'm telling you, it's good stuff. I got a chocolate vanilla mix right now that I'm rocking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the professional boxing bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first on the Hulk Addicts Flex Cam, out of the King of Beers Budweiser red corner. He is a southpaw with a professional boxing record of 2 wins and 0 losses. He is 5 foot 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 147.8 pounds with a Family Affair Boxing. Out of Denver, Colorado, Joshua Challenger.
Joshua.
Fighting out of the Australian Helico blue corner. He's a switch-style fighter with a professional boxing record of 2 wins and 2 losses. He stands at 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 147.3 pounds. With old school boxing from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Masai, the chosen one, Rasheed.
All right, so
Referee,
correction. Mr. Rasheed from Old School Boxing.
In the Springs.
Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions earlier in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. No strikes here to the back of the head, nothing below the navel. Touch him up, fellas. Good luck.
We got some flare and flash here.
Challenger with the black and gold, Rasheed with the black and silver.
Ding, ding. We'll see how it plays out, and the reach advantage for Challenger at 5'11". We'll see how that does.
I know, it's there. It's open. Finish it. It's open.
4 rounds, 3 minutes.
Double check. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up.
Challenger was reaching with that jab. Got to be careful.
Snap it. Snap it.
Rasheed quickly darting in and out, but just throwing single punches so far. Now he triples up on the jab.
You got to do more than one punch.
If you've done the work to get inside, might as well make it pay off.
You gotta let him go. You gotta let him go. Let him go. Come on.
He's got some quickness to him, too. Sees it coming, even though there's a certain advantage for challenger. Rasheed's been quick enough to get out of the way. Oh, unloaded. Was waiting for that big left hand.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Throw that jab out there.
About 30 left in the round. Opening round. Oh, Rasheed with a couple of big punches there.
Putting the combination to work. Paid off well for him.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing what happens when you put a string of things together and not just one punch. Nice shot. Again, this one, 3 rounds, so, you know, got to come with a big overhand left to start the score. Good body shots.
Nice exchange. Both of them planted their feet and threw a couple of good shots.
Work him. Work him. Work him. Come on, work him. Work him.
Ooh, big left hand that came over. Great job by challenger.
Angles. Angles now. Angles. 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotta finish hard.
30 seconds left in this opening round.
He's running. He's running.
A lot of, kind of a feel-out round.
Agreed.
I'm excited for round 2 because
Yeah, now that they kind of know what the other has to offer, I think they'll both turn it up, trying to utilize the advantages that they've seen. Capitalize on some openings. Rasheed looking for the big counter there, and challenger wise to it.
you know, in Rasheed, when he does that, he's wide open down Broadway. Being the middle. Broadway.
In a replay here, it's, you know, it was kind of an interesting round because it was challenger that was moving forward the most, but Rasheed was the one that was moving in and out and scoring more often, I felt.
That was a tough fight. That was a tough fight to score. The one thing I will say about challenger, if you get the right distance, we spoke about that, how Dober fights like that. If he can get the right distance, he's got a lot of power at the end of those punches.
I will concur, sir.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct. Release the hounds. All right, so now that they've had the chance to do a little bit of a feeling out round, let's see how things play out here in the second.
Now it's time to not mess around. You got to go.
What I'm seeing almost immediately is both of them looking to add some more power into their game.
Yep. Challenger's got a sneaky left, man. Little stomach shot. That one landed.
That was solid.
Yep. She's doing a good job so far neutralizing that distance advantage the challenger has.
Challenger, very difficult to hit in the head. He really keeps his head and shoulders moving well, and he does his evasiveness by changing levels, by rotating his shoulders, by stepping in or out. A lot of different ways that he manages to avoid punches.
Really close fight. Little sting on that from Rasheed.
Yeah, Rasheed was ready
to
throw that counter shot.
Buck 36 left in this round.
Not really seeing Rasheed dart in and out as much this round as he did in the first.
No.
A lot more circular footwork moving around the ring.
Thought a little bit there on the body shot, but you're right, Jer. There's that jab out there.
Body, body.
Rashid with the counter. Straight left right down the middle. Then over, big left hand did not land, however.
Go. Go. Gotta go.
Body shot, big left hand.
Challenger's corner telling him he's got to
Gotta
go
go.
now. I agree with that. 40 seconds left in the round.
Yep, you want to steal around, you do it now. Get him on his bike, move.
Rasheed just with a completely different game plan here in the second round.
Yeah, it's,
Really switched it up.
oh, and scored nicely with the
Yeah,
right hand.
That he did.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
There's that length. There's that length that you're looking at.
Go now. Gotta go.
Time for one more punch. One round left to go. This is a tough fight to call. I would say I'd give a slight advantage to Rasheed.
I think so.
Masai Rasheed.
A replay here showing, like I talked about, just primarily circular footwork. Man, lost all my words. Primarily circular footwork by Rasheed.
Big right
almost
hand.
the entirety of that round.
Like it was like fighting a different fighter. He fought a completely
It
different
really
fight that
was.
second round.
Which could be very, very frustrating for Challenger. You think you have a read on your opponent, you set something in your mind, and then you got a different guy.
And we talked about that in between rounds. That, okay, now do they have a feel of each other? Then he completely switches.
So let's see what Rasheed comes out with in the third. And back on his bike.
Those big lefts have some power on them. Just don't know if there's been enough. Oh, Rasheed with a nice left hand that scores.
Rasheed's corner saying no counters, meaning they want him to be all offense
Yes.
here. Which pretty tough to do when you're being as evasive as he is.
Yeah, and you know what? He's constantly moving and very difficult to find.
Go again. Go hard. Go hard.
Oh, and awkward steps by both fighters. But speaking to your point of hard to find, it also makes it very difficult for Rasheed to have that offense that his corner's calling for.
Ooh, big left just misses.
And the right as well.
A body shot there from Rasheed.
Got that going.
A lot of flash, a lot of flash that doesn't cash.
Challenger throwing so hard, he's almost taken himself off his own feet a couple of times.
Minute 25 left in this fight.
Good double hook.
Angle.
Both those punches missed. Looked good, but they both missed. Those didn't.
Minute left in the fight. More evasiveness shown by Rasheed.
Ooh, big left hand.
Go. Right now. Where's the left?
Those take the gas out of you when you miss that bad.
Oh my gracious, yes.
Challenger still trying to find that distance.
Now you go. Now you go. See you. Come on. Gotta go, John. Gotta go.
Both fighters trying to find their measure, but
Yeah, it's
fairly inactive here in the last 30 seconds of this round.
been an awkward fight.
All right, well, the judges have their work cut out for them
Yeah,
in
they
this
do.
one. And it's a 4-round fight, actually. Our mistake, not 3.
Right,
So
it says,
got one more to go.
oh, my bad. I was looking at the fight below. One more round.
So we'll see if anybody's able to light up their offensive game a bit. I think that's what it's going to take to pull ahead decisively. Seeing the
Masai
replay.
Rasheed is really, really fast. So what I'm seeing a little bit of, JR, is that Challenger's telegraphing a little bit, and Rasheed's so quick that once he sees that, he gets
Yeah.
out of the way.
Able to evade, but also Rasheed primarily working his way out of distance. So he's not getting hit with much, but he's also not able to do much hitting.
And he's frustrated. It's a little frustrating for Challenger.
Agreed.
I almost feel like if Challenger could not throw everything to knock him out. And as a young fighter, you've got to realize that sometimes you've got to piece them apart. You can't always just go for the knockout.
As the corners say, just touch him. Just reach out and touch him.
Rasheed, nice jab. Nice little jab to the body again. Put in the judges' scorecard, okay? Masai, he's been on his bike. He's kind of running a lot. How do they judge that? How do they judge the aggressiveness?
Yeah, it's certainly been a case of Challenger trying to hunt down Rasheed. Yeah. And here, Challenger's corner, they're saying you got to let your hands go.
Yep. Constantly moving. He's really been on his bike all fight long. You know, when they exchange, it's fine, but a lot of running, a lot of moving.
Referee Curtis Thrasher saying, don't bump him with your shoulder.
Body shot there by Challenger. Couple feints. Got to do something with it, though. Minute left in this fight.
1 minute. Yes, sir. Go, go. Straight punches. Stay slick. Yes, sir.
Challenger's really having a hard time finding him. But again, there's not been a lot of offense in this fight.
Yeah, and Rasheed just, walking away so much that he's putting his hands down by his waist just because he knows he's taking himself out of range.
Nothing there. Nothing scored there that I thought. There's a left that scored.
30 seconds.
You see him loading up so much. I think if Challenger just took a little off.
Yeah, sort of relax a little bit. Almost a back fist there.
This will be interesting. And you
can see
Challenger was
Challenger's
frustrated,
frustration.
saying, what the hell? He felt like he ran the whole time. And he was very, very quick.
And Rasheed, like we talked about over and over, kept himself out of danger, but also kept himself out of being able to be offensive.
Like, significant strikes in this fight, I don't know how many there were.
Right. We're seeing that on the replay here. Rasheed working his way out and, so comfortable so far out, he lets his hands drop. But you're supposed to be in there to engage in combat, so.
Yeah, a lot of missed shots by both fighters.
Little bit of a mix-up there, but one more time, Rasheed lets himself out of range. Challenger back to just having to try to track him down. And as we saw at the end of the fight, that led to Challenger being pretty frustrated by the match.
Yeah, he was just sitting there going. That I would say, out of all the fights we've had tonight, to me that was the least impressive. Not a lot of engagement.
All right, Stewie has the judge's opinion on the fight. They're the ones that matter. Here we go. Fighters to the center.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the 4-round battle, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 40-36 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Masai, the chosen one, Rasheed.
Congratulations, Mr. Rasheed, with the Sparta 100 victory. Came in with a 2-2 record, ups it to 3-2, so over the 500 mark. Congratulations, sir. Let's take it up to Heath Soderstrom for the post-fight
Big
interview.
Sexy, take it away.
Get excited, Sparta. I'm here with your winner. That was an amazing fight, man. What did you do for training purposes to get ready for this one?
Not much. We saw who he was fighting, so we kind of did a lot of recovery, running. Just as you see in the fight, I wasn't throwing a lot of shots. Next fight we'll kind of work harder for it.
That's fantastic. Good news that you got to get one back in, right? So that's awesome. Who would you like to thank for this fight?
Jeff, for sure. Coach Vern, Phil, Terry, Elijah, the whole team, God, you feel me?
You got to throw that one in, right? What's next for you? Do you know what's on the horizon?
I just want to start fighting, Yeah? Yeah, just get back in here as soon as we can. We're kind of going through a lot of legal stuff for the past year, so now that stuff is cleared up, and then fighting Josh right now kind of just remind me, get back in the gym, work hard.
Absolutely, man. We're excited to see you next year. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you fight again. Back to Stewie.